I love nothing more than to have my friends over for a party, and this week we're having a theme party so we can watch the season finale together of Only Murders in the Building, and boy, do I have a spread for them. We are starting out with some Bloody Mabel chocolate cupcakes. Then I'm going to teach you how to make a really good creamy hummus, followed by some mango pineapple salsa that is so good, and finally your knees before cheese, cheesy artichoke dip. Let's get started. I'm going to show you how to take your favorite box mix and kick it up a notch so no one will know that you use a box mix. Instead of water, we're going to be using 1.5 cups of milk. Instead of 3 eggs like it asked for, we're going to go ahead and put in 4. And then we are just going to go ahead and stir it up just a little bit. It is going to still be a little bit clumpy, and that's okay. Don't over stir it. Instead of oil, we're going to have 1/2 cup of melted butter and then 1 package of jello pudding, and these are going to make our cupcakes so moist. You're not going to be able to use an ice cream scoop to get them in, so you're just going to have to spoon them in and try to get them even. Then you're going to put them into your oven. I did 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes, and they're ready when toothpick comes out clean. While your Bloody Mabel cupcakes are in the oven, we're going to get started. Remember when Oliver talks about South American salsa with some kind of mango in it? Yes, that's what we're making, because I love Oliver. He's all into dips. He wants them just as a meal, and I don't see why not. Let me show you how to make this fun mango pineapple salsa. We are going to start with 1 cup of fresh pineapple. We are going to use 1 cup of fresh mango, and I dice them all up, try to get them about the same size. You don't get a big chunk of one thing. And then we get 1/2 bunch of cilantro and about 1 jalapeno. I used no seeds. I didn't want it too spicy, but you could if you wanted. About 3/4 of a cup of purple onion or red onion, whatever you call it, and the juice from 1 lime. And then we're also going to add in just a little salt to taste. By the way, if you don't know, Only Murders in the Building is on Hulu. You just want to make sure that you incorporate everything and stir it up so it's all beautiful. You want to put it in a bowl that's smaller so the salsa is like coming up out of the bowl so it looks beautiful as you present it on your table. Okay, we're going to give this a try and move on to our next dip. Pineapple mango salsa. Okay, Oliver, let's see while you're into it. And make sure you serve it with the big bowl of chips on the side. Okay, remember when Oliver's running up the stairs and he had to leave his dips, so his knees before cheese? I don't know about that. Not with this dip. I'm going to show you how to make this fun artichoke dip, and it is so good and so easy. You are going to need about 5 ounces of fresh spinach, and this really cooks down. I know it looks like a lot of spinach, but it's not. And then we're going to use 8 ounces of sour cream. You could use full fat, low fat, fat-free, whatever you would like. Then we're going to go ahead and add in some cream cheese. I used 1/3 less fat. You could use fat-free, whatever you want. Then we're going to do 1 15-ounce can of artichoke hearts, and you're going to need to cut them up as big as you'd like, but smaller. Obviously, you don't want a big chunk in your bite of your dip as you're eating it. And then we're going to add in 1 cup of mozzarella cheese. We're going to do 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. And then we're going to add in about 3 cloves of garlic. And then 1 teaspoon of black pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt. You're just going to give this a big stir and stir it all around. You could put it in 9x9. I put it in just a round ramekin because that's what I had. Then you are going to do 1 more cup of mozzarella cheese, and we are going to throw it into the oven. I placed mine in the oven at 350 degrees, and it took about 40-45 minutes. Now that our artichoke dip is in the oven, let's get going on that hummus. It can wouldn't be an Only Murders in the Building party without some yummy hummus. And it's so easy. Once you learn how to make hummus, you can add all kinds of different stuff in. I know you're never going to want to buy it at the store again. You're going to need 2 cans of garbanzo beans or chickpeas, whatever you want to call them. You're going to need some tahini. I happen to just find organic, whatever you can find at your local store. You're going to need 1/2 cup of that tahini and just get it all into your blender. I find it's the easiest way to make it, or you can make it in your food processor. You're going to need about 2 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of salt, and the juice of a lemon. If you wanted to, you could also add in a little bit of olive oil. I was trying to make this a little healthier, and so I didn't do it. Then you're just going to put it in to your blender and puree it on up. It is that simple. You could add in other things if you wanted, like garlic chili paste. You could add in cilantro and jalapenos, whatever you like. I like to keep a few little chickpeas for on top, and then I hit it with just a little bit of smoked paprikas, and it's so pretty. One sad thing, after 23 years, my first KitchenAid mixer died, and so my sweet hunky husband just bought me a brand new one, so I'm so excited to get it going in this kitchen. And I hope this one lasts another 23. It was actually one of our wedding presents from my aunt, and we have used it so much. We actually tried to repair it, but it was beyond repair, so it's time for a new one. We are starting out with 3 sticks of butter. You need to get them to room temp so that they're not too hot. So when you turn it on and cream it, it will cream up so quickly instead of just being hard. So after you get it and you cream it up, like really cream it, you're going to add in 5 cups of confectioner's sugar. And you want to do this slowly so you don't have confectioner's sugar flying all over your kitchen. Then we are going to add in 1/4 cup of heavy cream, and I added in right here. I couldn't show it very well. I was trying to get so you could see the mixture and everything else. And you're going to do 1 tablespoon of almond extract. That's what I decided to go with these. You could also do 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract or an extract of your choice. Now, when we spread the buttercream on these, we want to kind of get them like flat. We don't want them piped really pretty and high up cupcakes. We want to kind of get them flat so we can get the bloody design on top of it. So I just wanted to show you, just try to flatten it out, even it up. They don't need to be perfect. Once you put on design, it's not going to really matter. That's what's so easy about these cupcakes. And that buttercream, you guys, tastes so good. If you haven't made your own buttercream, do it. It's not worth buying at the store. To make this blood, all you're going to need is some light corn syrup. It's actually clear. You're going to put it into a ramekin and try to decide like about how much you make. This is just, you know, just take a guess. If you have extra, be careful though. We're going to use some red food coloring. I used like a little red gel that I had from a different recipe. I'm just going to put a drop in. I'm going to let you know if you get this on you, it's going to stain. So be careful. You're just going to mix it into your corn syrup, and there you go. You have the blood. It is so cool. I'm sure you could use this for all kinds of treats coming up for Halloween. And then we're just going to drizzle it on. You could use a fork, you could put on a glove and do it on all your fingers. Just whatever design you can think of that makes it look bloody. I also got one where I did it just a little bit different. I used the blood on the plate and I kind of like squished it into it, which I also thought looked good because like just drops of blood instead of it like swirled on top. But you use your imagination and imagine what you would think they would look like. Guys, these were so good. My kids ate them up so quickly. I love how everything came together. It was so delicious. I actually ended up decorating my table a little bit more before everybody came. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up no matter which platform you are watching this, and I hope to see you again soon. I love how everything turned out. I hope you give one of these, if not all of these recipes, a try and have your own party. Well, I hope you guys try one of these recipes or all of them and throw your own Only Murders in the Building party. Well, there's only one last thing to do. Grab your friends, your family, and whoever you had over for your party and turn on Only Murders in the Building. Thanks, you guys, and I'll see you soon.